Hey guys, welcome to my newest campaign. It is a 2v2. I decided to show you the names of the people who are playing as Sandman, me, which is me, and then CG Tavington, 42nd Foot, Major Steinakert, I don't know what the hell that is, and Duke, and that's a Celtic name, so I'm like, can't pronounce it. Anywho, it's on Spanish Lakeside, as you can see. And I'm the Prussians. My ally is the Brits. And my opponent is the French guy, which I think was the 42nd guy. And my ally's opponent is the Brits. Sorry if my voice and shit are starting to sound odd, but coming down with something. So, yeah, fun times ahead. So I figured I would try to record this video before I became too sick to do so. Well, you know, voice-wise. My ally is putting all of his troops up here so he can rush up this hill and do his best to face his enemy up here. And he also forms up along here. Now my plan is to split my army into two. I'm setting up a smaller army group here. Basically there'll be two Jaegers or Schützen. I think they're these guys are Jaegers. Yeah, two Jaegers, two Musketeers, one Howitzer, and a Dragoon backing them up as their cav force. And the rest will be three Schützen and one Jaeger, I believe. Yeah. Three Schützen and a Jaeger will be lined up here. So basically four rifles, two foot guards, and two musketeers here, plus a dragoon and a hussar, and my general, and one howitzer. And this is where I will end up in here. I'm going to form up right about here, I think. And my other army group 2, I suppose we call it, will go up here. I'll deploy an artillery piece here, and so I get a flanking shot on the French guy. And here comes my line now. Now we can see where I'm going to go. I'm try to use the cover of the trees and these buildings to protect my line infantry, and I'm going to be back a ways from my skirmishers because I don't want them to catch any fire coming from the French guy. And let's see, my ally is rushing up the hill. Already his two light dragoons are up here, and his opponent is forming up here. He didn't bring any artillery. My ally brought two houses like I did. I think they're 5-inch houses. I put my general and my dragoon over here, and my hussars I put over here because I didn't really know which way they would be needed, either up here or up here. Now, about the time my rifles get here, they form up here. My ally is screaming in my ear because we're using Skype to talk. Screaming in my ear to charge his guns. Do not forget to charge his guns. And he's a bit impatient. And I'm usually more of a methodical guy. I like to be slow and steady. And unless I find an opening, then I rush like crazy. But yeah. So basically, I'm moving up my dragoons and hussars, and then I charge right in. I had to tell him to shut the hell up because he was screaming at ears to rush, you know. So shut up, dude. Anyway, I get caught on the Voltigers, and they do some damage, but there was no charge bonus. But he does lose several. He brings in his lancers, and my hussars come in, but they're being shot at by the Voltigers and by this. I think there's a guard cheval behind them shooting in as well. They don't last long. Yeah, they didn't last long, and that, but it did. This right here did buy time. It focused the French guy here instead of here, buying me time to put down stakes in case he does a frontal charge, which is unlikely, I know, but with his cav. But some people do, just for shits and giggles, like me.
Our men are running, sir.
And he said, oh, this French guy set up stakes. So wait. Oh, and there goes my other cav. So now I have one left. And that's with this army group over here. And I'm rushing these guys up to try and stop the French guy from also attacking from this side. But he doesn't really attack. I get into position and he just tries to bottle me in. So what I try to do is I try to focus him here more than over here, so that I can slowly inch my way up with my rifles, my Jaegers, and try to decimate his old guard and young guard. And of course, he also brings over his cav, some of his cav anyway. And my ally, oh, lag. My ally is set up on my left flank, almost directly by my left flank there. And his opponent is spreading out, and he's getting some pretty good shots off with his light foot. Now, my ally, when we were making our armies, wanted me to bring basically Fusiliers, which can also spread out like this, but there are 90 of them and not just 60, and they also have more ammo. But I figured the range would be better.
Yes, sir.
Would be much better than having, you know, the numbers. And the range did come in mighty handy because I stayed outside of the Voltigers range, and I basically whittled this guy down over here quite a bit, and then he breaks eventually. Oh, lag. Gotta love me some lag, baby. Doesn't help that I also have this on high, so yeah. And I'm also running it in windowed mode. For some reason, if it's in windowed mode, it lags a little bit more, which I don't know why it would, but it is. Okay, here's where one of my Jaegers is going. Second one here. I intend to. I do plant stakes. So I want to try to egg him up here to charge, but he doesn't make it all the way up here. Eventually, I'm moved down to here. And I should have just planted them there, because he does charge me once I get to this point and start hurting his old guard quite a bit. Now, this artillery piece is still getting into position. It will. I was going to put it here, but I decided, nah, I'll put it right here. This artillery piece is in position and ready to fire. Yeah, you stick that in there, buddy. Alright. And once this British, I don't know if that's my guy, my ally who lost that light foot, or if it was this guy up here who lost light foot. I think this guy lost light foot. My ally is attacking with calves. By the looks of it. Right, I think that's my ally. Is that my ally? No, that's him. That's not even, that's my ally's opponent. French guy does bring up troops. 2 Polish Legion. He also brings up Swiss foot over here, and 2 more units over here. He's bringing them up right now. Swiss foot, Polish Legion. Polish. Yeah, some Swiss foot here, and the Polish Legion. And I think I set my, yeah. He starts targeting this, but for some reason it doesn't really hurt him. Plus, I think he's basically hitting the rocks, so I don't take any damage or much damage at all on this. All right. Here comes the Swiss foot. And I think this Voltigeur is about to break down to 13. This one's down to 43 and dropping. Yeah, there they go. They shattered. Here comes the Swiss foot, and he's also bringing up, or he will start bringing up shortly, these 4 infantry here. My this unit here was behind this rock, so some of its shots were going into that rock, although some were going past these guys. So I moved them over into the fully into the trees to double the fire going into this guy and this guy, which is just broke. He's down to 12. And here comes the infantry, and I see the infantry coming up, so I bring up my foot guard here to help fight off the Swiss foot, and these 2 will be moved up shortly behind my Schützen, and this guy will be in reserve here. I'll put him back a bit and I'll stretch him out here in case they do break through, because he had formed up like he was going to really push right through there, so I wanted somebody behind to shoot them up as they came through. Far enough away so that they wouldn't hurt my guys, but at the same time they'd be there to put some shots into them. I'm also firing my artillery into this Swiss foot, so he's really getting it from multiple angles. He's down to 66, 65, and dropping. So he's lost half of his Swiss foot, and more than half now. Swiss foot uniforms are red and gold. And the Polish Legion are right there. And I think part of the reason why they broke is because the Polish Legion were right behind the Swiss foot. So, yeah, they were shooting into the backs of the Swiss. Here we go. They don't even get to my lines. Like, one did, like this guy. And then they just ran. And he died. Over here, he's got him bottled up. Basically, there's a narrow spot between this rock and this rock, and it's not. He already another foot broke, and the others are turning red. They're firing volleys. Legion Schützen are filling in spots and shooting back. Plus the foot guard and the militia and the musketeers behind them are doing a number. And of course, my TV changed from music to something else. Again. Alright, there we go. Gotta have some tunes in the background when I do these, boys. Alright. Yeah. They're gonna be breaking soon. Over here, I formed my Schützen and Jaegers into a flanking shot. He's already lost one of his 2 Polish legions that he brought up here. And he's about to lose this one. Yep, there it goes. And these Voltigeurs came in to try to get some flanking shots, and I just ripped them to shit with my foot guards. And here he comes with another Polish legion, and he has both go there. And over here, I have brought them up, and they are get some shots off on these on this old guard. See, they're really hitting them over here on this flank. And they're down to 101. So, you know, it's not bad for what I did. But he notices soon and he charges in. Basically, this flank here, it's very secure. And up here, my ally is kicking the shit at his opponent. And soon, this guy here charges his general staff to take on my allies' staff, and he asked me for help, or they said he might need help eventually, but eventually the guy pulled back and he lost his unit when he tried to charge these guns here. This is the last ditch effort by him. Move forward with foot guard, Colson guards, light foot, and the 82nd, 88th. What is it, Rangers? And my ally is trying to move his howitzers out of the way, or move them up, maybe. Now over here, the French guy moved up a little bit more, try to get some shots in himself, but yeah, he needs to move up more, and he will. Then he charges his cav because he remembers he has cav there, I guess. And yeah, this old guard's gonna break soon. The old guard are good, but if you're not within range,
has used all its ammunition, sir.
Then if you're not in range, then their effectiveness is really shit. Schützen ran out of ammo. I'm going to use these as a meat shield. Now, when it's time to charge these guns, I'll charge them directly into the guns, and they'll take most of the first few blasts. Now the French guy was able to shoot. Yep, and Here comes the Cheval.
One of our
They're
units
gonna fire.
has used all its ammunition,
There
sir.
they go. Fire right into this unit here of Jaegers. I'm forming squares here. And of course, I'm experiencing some freaking lag. Partially, I think it's because my hard drive is old and I need a new one. It's starting to catch on things that shouldn't really catch on anymore. Besides fraps, of course. And he charged in. Both my musketeers are in square, and I have a cavalry unit here to back them up. And here I am bringing up my foot guards to get a flanking shot on this Polish Legion. I'll be bringing up these guys shortly.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yep. Some more Schützen no longer have ammo. That's okay. When I tried to retreat, these guys came up here for some reason. Don't know. But once I noticed it, I moved them through this line of fresher musketeers. And they will get some shots off as well. And I'll also move up and put some units here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yeah, he's basically using these guys as infantry. When if I was him, I would have used them as cav and just charged in. It would have screwed up the lines, and you could have brought up and fired quite a few volleys in before you could reorganize. But the general is dead. I think this is my ally's opponent, the Celtic name, which I could not pronounce. My ally put his general down here so that I could use my general to protect him if needed, but he didn't really need it. Now I'm bringing up my general. Give a boost here just in case they need it. Well, I didn't really click the boost button, but if you just get it close enough, it gives it a boost of its own. And these guys are still duking it out, and they're holding it up pretty well.
Glorious victory, sir.
See, have them up on this ridge, shooting down, and I also have this guy shooting down. And the old guard just broke, and so did the Cheval. Now he has two lancers here. I'll move these down a little bit more to get a flanking shot on these young guard. And there goes the Jaegers that I used as a meat shield. And I'm using my foot guards to try to break the Polish Legion. I'm bringing up some more foot guards. And my musketeers. I'm going to be charging these guys in a second. My ally, at this point, asked me if I needed help, or did I want to finish him off myself. I told him I wanted to finish him off myself. Yeah, I think I could do it. And I decided I'll see if I can do it. If he couldn't, then my ally could finish him off. And the French guy does the last charge. I put him in squares, which probably what he wanted because he wanted the canister shot to wreak havoc on my square. But he loses his cav, and my lines are still there. And this square is protecting this square. So basically, these units, this unit here didn't really get any hits. And of course, I charge my units into his Cheval artillery. And they run. And now I can get some volleys off onto the remaining Voltiger howitzer and the general itself. Who's on it? Oh yeah, my Jaeger. That's good say. And there we go. He does the final charge, and boom, I kill him. And what's his name? 42nd Foot Major Steinekerkert. Anyway, here we go. I deployed 1269, lost 587. I killed 941 of my opponent. CG Tavington deployed 1584, lost 831, and he killed 1336 of his. The 42nd, my opponent, deployed 1389, but 100 more than me, and he lost 1086, and he killed 640 of mine. The Duke, whatever the Celtic name is, deployed 1818, a couple hundred more than my ally, and lost 1392. Killed 664 of my allies' troops. And let's see, my Schützen got 125 kills. One of them did foot guards, got 104. Musketeers 83. Another Schützen with 81. So yeah, they did pretty well. 2 units didn't get any kills, which is one of my dragoons, which is the dragoon that was over here. I didn't have to use him at all. General Staff, of course, I didn't charge him in. The Hussars got 1 kill and 30 lost. Poor bastards. The things I do to my soldiers. Okay, Musketeers, one of them only got 10 kills, and the Howitzers got about 20 to 30 kills apiece. And the Jaegers, of course. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. Had fun. Thanks to Good Game 2. Let's see. Tavington, 42nd, and the Duke. I'm going to call him the Duke. It was fun. Had a blast. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please comment, rate, or thumbs up, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Catch you later.